You guys, I'm sure they're gonna. Good morning, my peeps, my sweet peeps, my lovelies. This guy's got a little wagon. I'm in Venice Beach doing a story on the homeless documentary because the way they're treating these people out here is inhumane, in my opinion, and there's a much better way to do it. These are the infamous bathrooms. There's people down here eating. And they hang out here until they get kicked out of here. So, you know, those guys over there in the green t-shirts, they're the ones coming over here to start clearing this place out. Looks like they spend the night here too. Just got done brushing their teeth.
How you doing?
Hang on. Who's these guys? These are the guys that they hired. Venice Beach, Pebble West. Morning. How long have you guys been out here?
We've been out here for about 5 months now.
Really?
Yeah, 5 months.
Yeah, things have changed, huh?
Yeah, we've been trying to keep it clear as we can and as safe as we can.
Okay.
You know, as possible, you know.
So is that what you're doing out here today?
Yeah, that's why we're here. We're here just safety ambassadors here at the restrooms.
Oh, okay.
Keeping it clear, making sure nobody stays in there, trying to live in there, do drugs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Safety. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, I've seen some videos about it on Santa Monica up close.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I wanted to come out here and try to follow up, and because there's a divide in the community about the way it's being handled and stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
So just trying to, you know, document it. But yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Have a good day.
You too. All right, so these are the bathrooms right here that they come over here and open and unlock and then lock again, trying to keep people out from, you know, staying inside there. So, you know, I mean, it's a daily endeavor. Hold on. And over here you're handing out food over here. Food bank.
Morning.
Morning. How are you?
Good.
So we're just documenting the situation out here in Venice Beach. And we got a little bit of food bank going on over here, handing out some food, which is good.
I love it.
These guys go from these guys
Order some like cheap guys.
over here.
Ma'am, it's open, so you just take what you want. Don't fight, please don't fight. Yeah, don't make a mess, please don't fight.
Got people. Oh, check that thing out. So we'll see if they come out here and start messing with anybody over here today. Yes, they're out here checking, trying to figure out who they're gonna remove.
To see,
This lady over here. These two guys.
To be able to locate, these people.
This guy eating his breakfast out of a can. Maybe they just gave him that stuff. I don't know. I don't know where the cops went, but I like this dog. Oh, golf cart. What I'm doing here is trying to figure out what gives these people the right to remove these individuals' personal property and just take it and throw it in the garbage. That's what they're doing out here. And they keep moving them. It's very big hardship. Obviously, they've never been in this situation, and they don't understand how hard it is to be out here, living out here, lugging your stuff up and down off the beach. Every time somebody comes over there and decides they don't want you sitting where you're sitting, and they disturb you and move you without any kind of solution in place, without any kind of help. They're giving millions and millions and billions of dollars to people in the Middle East and all over the world. And yet, these people out here get no help. They get harassed, beat down, thrown out, kicked on. And then when all that's said and done, the people just walk right away. Right?
You'll never know.
Right? At least this guy's got some bread on bread.
But
I mean, come on. How long have you been out here?
I've been out here for a minute, 28 years.
So this is what you got, because if it was me, these people would all have a place, a tent over their head, some shade. The dog would be, everybody would be taken care of. It's not that hard to take care of these people. It's not that hard.
First off, you can't videotape without asking. That's really rude and unfair because you don't know who's and why.
Right.
Some people end up homeless because the government didn't do their job. Hold on.
I know,
Now
exactly.
let me finish.
Okay.
I'd like you to take me out of that video, but I would like to chat for you since you're making a statement, right?
I'm here to do a video, to do a documentary.
But the problem is this, is don't do the documentary without asking permission, because you don't know who's here that's trying not to actually be found by somebody else on TV. So you gave away, if it's a woman that has actually run from domestic violence, you've now given away her location without her permission. And when you run a cash business, what's the purpose of a cash business? It's so that you don't actually get found out by anybody other than the IRS.
Right.
So I'm asking you not to do that,
Oh, look,
right?
our
Because
bracelets
I actually
match.
ended up sex trafficked under Biden's administration and actually went to the White House, and they did absolutely nothing. They do not want to admit that they allowed women to be raped under their administration and did absolutely nothing to protect the actual children that ended up assaulted as well. And so if you want to know what actually happened to me, I had children that stepped forward and told me that they had been abused by a father that I should have been aware of that was actually a violent predator. Clearly the information was out there, but it was kept a family secret that never should have been kept. And so my children end up horrifically affected, and at such a young age that they don't even know how to put into words what has been done to them, because it's not something they should have known the words to begin with. And when I stepped forward and said, this individual assaulted my children, right? Our children. Can somebody please explain to me how he got away with it and why it's not being prosecuted? Because the bottom line is there's a solution to that. And the solution is that you have district attorneys and state's attorneys that are picking and choosing which cases move forward and which ones do not, based on whether or not it gives them the numbers that they're looking for if they want to move forward politically. So in a lot of cases it's political, not just due to lack of evidence, right?
Right.
But even if there's a lack of evidence, the bottom line is we have an ability today to go after a person's history and to know definitively whether or not they've been assaulted, and then to get it into a courtroom. And then by all means, put that person on a stand and try them. Bring those children in regardless of their age, because that was the other issue I had, was they were basically stating that because of their age, they could not be put on a stand, that there would be no way to cross-examine them, and that the manner in which they would speak could be deliberately taken out of context, I think is the word. So you caught me off guard, so I'd have to pull notes.
How old are they?
At the time, 3 and 5.
3 and 5?
3 and 5 years old, and it occurred because he came home every 6 months after serving overseas as a military contractor. And so that's the only reason it went on for as long as it did, was that he was only home every 6 months, and he left when my youngest daughter was 9 months old. And it turns out that other people in the family knew and did nothing to actually bring it forward either. And so at the end of the day, I was absolutely blindsided when I realized that not only family knew, they deliberately kept it hidden, kept it covered up, and refused to talk about it, and left 2 toddlers, 2 young children, preschoolers, in a situation no child would want to be in, right?
Yeah.
And then after I go through the process of trying to get it formally reported, I hit one barricade after another after another. It wasn't until an actual doctor, that was an actual forensics doctor, stepped forward that it actually got pulled into a police department that said, you will investigate this and you will continue, right? But again, you go back to what I said earlier, which is sorry, there's a slight distraction.
Why not?
Yeah, these two. What are they doing?
Because I can. Right, damn it.
That it shouldn't have taken another police department to step forward and say, there's a problem here.
Right.
We need to address it, right?
Right.
And so, as
I hope
as
you
talk
get your
about
kids
it, it's
back.
fragmented, but it's fragmented for a reason. It has caused so much more.
Do you want to leave a name so they can look into it?
You're
If
welcome to
anybody
look
sees
into
the
it.
video?
The last name is Hetman. His brother
Hetman?
was, I'll tell you, the last name is Hetman. His brother worked for Boeing. He was a director at Boeing and then left Boeing. After I ended up assaulted, he left Boeing. Question is, was he one of the men that assaulted? I can't say. What I can say is that you cannot rape a woman out of her statement. You most definitely can't rape a woman
Right,
out of her right
exactly.
to be heard in a court of law, or rape me out of my right to actually file a lawsuit. And that's precisely what they did. They refused to take no for an answer, and every time I reported, I was literally raped in retaliation. I went to London to file a different report in a different country to say I can actually now identify
unreal.
one of my attackers.
Yeah.
I want him to have to be brought forward into
There's
a
her dog.
courtroom and to actually have to start answering questions. Let's pull in these federal agents that were women, that were clearly involved in sex trafficking of women and their children, that are somehow connected to the military. Because at some point, somebody's going to have to acknowledge that no woman ends up assaulted in a VA hospital unless military are involved.
Yeah.
So who at the highest level of our military thought they could go into a military hospital, rape a widow of a military veteran, and cover up violent sexual assault of her children, and actually assist her as well, potentially? I would like the answers to that. But when you run around and you run that phone, right, you have now put me back on a map dot where I'm trying to maintain privacy, I'm trying to maintain a situation so as to redirect and to sort out how best to proceed differently. And now you put me back in the spotlight that I tried to pull myself out of so that I could sort out again. After going to Attorney General Garland, who else do I go to?
Well, now it's not. Now it's documented.
Well, is it
So,
documented properly? It's not.
It's documented in a positive way because I care about you, and I'm out here to do a documentary about this exact issue, about you not being heard and losing your children and all the things you've been
No, they
through.
ran a father's rights movement, and they tried to claim
Right, I
that
know.
fathers that had
All of
violated
those
their
things.
children deserved to be forgiven.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. They
Uh-oh.
tried.
You better. Okay, ma'am. Uh-oh. Look at this dog. Jeez, vicious. Vicious. I know.
They ran a father's rights movement as well, right? And so
Oh, my
they got
goodness.
online and they allowed literally cyber stalking to occur, claiming that children had been kidnapped when they had not been kidnapped. This is how convoluted and how screwed up this situation got, because a father and his family refused to admit that they deliberately covered up a violent sexual predator and allowed him to bring children into the world and yet not
dog.
protect the smallest new additions to their family.
Yeah.
And left me literally in a situation where I was fighting for my life and their lives, and refused to step forward and tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help them God, because they knew they'd go to prison. And so what I'm saying, when I talk about it, right, this is alarming to me that in 2024, you can't even go to the White House and actually get somebody to step forward and admit that they have violent predators running in their administration, and that their administration made a promise. If you go back and you look at one of his first announcements as president, he talks about how he's going to put sexual harassment to an end. He absolutely did not. Not only did he not stop sexual harassment, he condoned it in that administration.
Yeah.
And they use black men specifically to do a lot of the harassing and a lot of the rape. And they better never ever say differently. So they raped with black, as if to say that I don't even have the words. Like, there's no way to say to you, right, how traumatic it was, right, when you realize that the rape was done by black men that would never go to prison. And yet everybody knows that rape and sodomy carries life sentences in Virginia. Everybody knows. If you look up on the internet, the statutes, that when police harass and intimidate, right, in order to silence, because the family has those kind of connections,
Yeah.
that we have a bigger problem. That when they refuse to literally put these men in prison, they're basically saying they have the right to rape, they have the right to sodomize, they have the right
Yeah,
to
they
cover up
don't.
violent predatory behavior of anyone that they choose, even if you don't agree. That the district attorneys and state's attorneys determine whether or not somebody's prosecuted. That's
Yeah.
crap. That's where I'm trying to get to.
I agree. I totally agree. I think the law should
have the right to go
apply
in court or-
equally to all of us. That's why Lady Justice is blind. Because the law applies to all of us. They can't pick and choose who to prosecute, whose children to take away from them, and the stuff that they're doing. That's why I'm out here. I disagree with what's going on. I disagree about the way they're handling this situation here. I've been watching videos from Santa Monica up close, that guy that's out here doing videos. And this is just unbelievable. I got to walk down here and watch what they're doing down here. But this is
you
just...
should actually sit down and talk to every homeless person and see who all has a similar story or a different story.
I do. I want to.
One
That's
of the
why
things
I'm
that
here.
I'm trying to say is you can't literally bankrupt somebody deliberately and then socially, economically ruin them, right?
Right.
And reduce them to poverty and homelessness.
Yeah, that's what's going
so that
on.
they can't take on
So
an
you're-
actual state's
That's the whole
attorney,
thing.
or
That's-
take on a secretary of state, or take on a vice president. Say, Kamala Harris, there's no way you did not know that this went on in your own state, that you did not clean up the streets or remove violent predators off of your streets, and yet you think you're entitled to the White House.
What do
Oval
you
Office.
think about
The
Gavin
same-
Newsom passing a law or penal code that says they can take everybody's property out of here?
I wasn't aware of that. I'm sticking to one thing only.
Yeah, they
and that
are.
is that
That's
Chris
what they're
Murphy
doing.
of South Carolina was actually the attorney that
These
was
guys are
involved
smoking
initially
weed.
with me, and he has done everything that he can to prevent my case moving forward in a manner in which would bring it out into a forum where we could actually have an actual conversation about children being put on a stand and being heard, and then never cross-examined.
Just 'cause I
Right?
fucking
But
yelled
then
at
after
you.
those children
She
leave,
fucking
for everybody in that courtroom to be reminded
we need for our
that
electric
it's not
stabs.
easy for children to have to face their accuser. And what does it say when people
No!
hear more about cross-examining
Champ!
appropriately than they
You
do
get
about
it
making
figured
an
out any
actual
other way.
violent predator take responsibility for their actions instead of trying to claim some kind of stupid mental health or some kind of sexual dysfunction, or that they're innocent, right? Do you see what I'm saying? They shouldn't be allowed to
Oh, here
deflect
they
and
come.
choose and have an attorney.
All right, ma'am. Nice talking to you. Take care.
Well, I'd like to get the whole story out.
Venice Beach.
Thank you.
You're live with the River Wine. Hashtag that's not a river.
This lady won't. I'm sorry. I got to walk away from her because she's not going to stop, and that's a problem. So that's one of the things you got to do when you're out here. Is kind of like try to walk away. This guy's making some stuff out of these little things. That's a good idea to try to make something while you're out here like that. He's down there. There's these guys cleaning up some stuff. They're cleaning up the trash over here, these guys. These two are having breakfast.
Literally, they want us to respect predators
Yeah,
if they've served their time. That is hogwash. That is absolute hogwash. What about their victims?
exactly. What are these guys doing?
Anyway, if you ever want to stop by, I can talk a little less fight or flight, but
Yeah, I could stop by because I'd rather just
when I left
interview you without.
When I left Fort Meade, I said to the CID, can you please explain in a court of law, because you don't want to admit that the U.S. changed the definition of sex trafficking.
Yeah, that's true.
Basically insinuate
Look, this guy left his
that they were
loaf of bread
foreigners,
down here.
not American citizens.
Yep, things got to change. Let's go see what they're doing. I'll be back.
Okay.
God bless you. What are these guys? They're going to pick up this stuff right here. Morning. We're out here telling these people to leave over here. Let's go check it out. I don't know what this is. Kind of cool looking. I don't know what they're doing. I think they're over here trying to move these people out. People do have things to say out here. They want to be heard, like that lady there. But I'd rather go over there and interview her.
Yeah, that's right over garbage cans and over here is called
This guy's over here doing some photography. This is where they dump everybody's stuff out. Guy dragging his pink suitcase across the ground over here. I guess he's taking it over to the... I guess he's throwing that out. These guys picking up the trash, cleaning up the bathrooms, kicking everybody out. So that's what's up over here, guys. Just cleaning out the area, as always.
I got all these assets, and I just got them. No, you got it. Age is working against you, right?
These guys are out here doing the cleanup. Right here. So they moved everybody from the sand over to this area. They had them all over on the beach, but now they're over here. They moved them all up against this wall over here. So does that, you tell me, does that do anything to help these people? No. Does it do anything to get them off the street? There's that lady. Does it do anything to give them a hand up, or are they giving them a hand down? We got this guy.
Hello, how you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Are you filming Venice?
What?
Are you filming Venice?
Yeah.
Alright, wildlife.
Yep, Venice. There's a guy over there that they probably will clean out right over here. Right over there on the beach. Right over there. They're removing everybody from over there. To over here. I want to move them all over here. Doesn't make any sense. We got some pretty cool looking artwork around here. Like it looks like this guy right here uses airbrush gun right here. These guys. Pretty cool. Look at that little hand.
I'm just trying to show you. Watch me. Yeah, no, but watch me because I'm gonna get this fast, fast.
I like that one.
Golf tape so that starts.
This guy has a card. You have a card?
I have my Instagram
Where's that at?
right there.
Here?
Mark Nairn's art.
Okay, thank you.
ARKNARENS.
Okay,
He'll follow you back.
thank you very much.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Nice artwork. You want some of his artwork? I just gave you the Instagram on that little thing. Pretty cool stuff. I think you should get some. We got cool stuff all around this place. This little Venice beach over here. I'm gonna have to go over here and find my place where I park. They got this rated off for some reason. I don't know why. There's another piece of that guy's artwork right there. Kind of catches your eye when you walk around this way. And you can come down here. Oh, sorry. People are getting set up for today. And driving up behind me, you want your turret red. There's somebody here that can do that. Look at that dog.
Yeah, right.
Alright. Right here.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Okay.
I've seen you in videos before.
Yeah, what's the name of your show?
Katie Kidman.
Katie?
Katie Kidman.
Katie Kidman?
Yeah.
You got any cards?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
I will. I just came out here to document, some stuff.
Whatever's going on.
Yeah. I'll be back though.
Okay. Yeah, I do art. I make from scratch.
Yeah, those are rad.
Thanks.
Nice.
Let
Love
me know
them.
if you need any for the holidays.
Okay. I will.
We got a little funny
Here's your
skeleton
card. Is
head.
that your card?
Yeah.
Here's his card.
Oh. Yeah,
That's cool right there.
You like the little funny thing?
It's cool.
I gave him some glasses.
Oh yeah. That's cool. Right on. Thank you. I got your card.
All right.
You too. Healer. Non-touching. Non-touching healer over here. Non-touching. That's good. Sounds like somebody's playing music over here. There he is. Let's see if it's their skateboard. Paloma. Don't do that, he said. Don't sit out here naked then. This guy's got some cool stuff. Venice Beach. Made in Venice. Very nice. Very nice. Looks like things are pretty calm around here right now. This guy's having his breakfast. Can rent a bike or a scooter over here. And here's the
He also has a back pedal. Is that okay?
Sí, no.
kick this guy off the beach. All his stuff in a shopping cart.
Instead, because like
That's some pretty cool artwork down there too. There's the beach. Just in case I didn't show it to you, you know. These. Pretty cool. Much more down here. Pretty cool. Nice. This guy's walking down here with their sleeping bag.
No, I don't know why you did. He was the first person to sue.
There we have it, folks. Every kind of person over here you can imagine. Over here in Venice Beach. We'll be doing a documentary over here, the homeless people. So stay tuned. Just leave me a comment. Much love, y'all. Ta-ta.